I would say that there are some emerging economies that are probably 2, 3, 4 years ahead of Australia in terms of credit decisioning. I'm going to say predictive AI use cases. So they've been around for a number of years. We've had customers that have been live on those sorts of solutions for 3, 4 years now. When we move into the world of generative AI, that is moving very quickly. Again, provocative statement number 2, it's still not close to being able to be mainstream to fully automate the credit process yet. And that's because of a lot of the challenges I'm guessing we'll talk about in a moment around how can we have 100% trust in the model that it's going to make the right decisions every single time per the bank's policies, per APRA policies, per ASIC policies, etc. We are certainly seeing here locally as well as regionally a lot of really interesting use cases with Gen AI on the side for things like labelling data, using generative AI to create, especially for business and commercial lending, research packs to support credit decisions. There's a lot of use cases around there that are being run in experimental mode and in the process of transitioning into a production environment today. One of the biggest points of friction in home lending is as the customer goes through the application and the decisioning process, they want to know the status of their loan. And that ties up, one stat I heard was that could be potentially 40% or more of the call centre volumes are people calling in, where's my decision? If you can solve that sort of problem with generative AI, which you can today and people are experimenting with today, that requires you to have all of the security in place so that when you blend your data, your transaction data with your other internal policy data, that's not leaking out to publicly available large language models, whether it's from Google or anyone else. So there's a lot of work to do in that space, but they're the sorts of use cases we're seeing today. We will get to the point, I don't know whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, we will get to the point where generative AI will have addressed all of those concerns in terms of bias and decisions and so on. And very importantly from a regulator perspective, because that is, if not the most important, and certainly in the top 2 things of challenges in Gen AI. We will address those, but that's all active research still underway by Google and other players in the AI pure R&D space.